So I love Nicolas Cage movies. I think his performance is always unique. He always brings something interesting to the table, whether that's good or bad. So I really enjoy watching his performances because you never really know what you're gonna get. So today I'm gonna watch the 2018 Patreon voted film Mandy. I don't know much about this. I know it's a newer one. I've seen some posters where he's just like covered in red, so I don't know if this is gonna have more of a horror element to it, but that's about all I really know. I don't know the director, I don't know the cast other than him, I don't know the plot, but I'm looking forward to it. Like I said, I really enjoy his performances, so thank you so much for sharing in this first time watching with me. If you have any other suggestions for Nicolas Cage movies you think I should watch, please comment below. And if you're ever curious about what kind of gear I use or what's on the bookshelf, I've included a link in the description. And if you want to have a say in what movies or TV shows I watch, be sure to join Patreon. And as always, please like, comment, and subscribe to this channel, and check back often for more awesome content. About death and music and a poem about being buried with your headphones. Okay. I've heard this is one of his better performances, so I'm really looking forward to watching it. I think he's great in very niche roles, so I'm hoping this is one of those that shows off those skills. The red font and the red text is definitely making me think of a horror movie. Panos Cosmatos. I'm probably mispronouncing that horribly. Yeah, I don't recognize any of the other cast except for Nicolas Cage. Is this based on a book or anything? Comment below and let me know. Elijah Wood produced it? Really? Okay, interesting. Oh, okay, written by the director. Good. That's usually some of my favorite, okay, yeah, story by. Some of my favorite movies are usually written and directed by the same person because they just have they can see the story so clearly and they don't have to try and convey that to a writer or somebody else. They just know exactly what they want.
Goodness and greatness. An overwhelming majority of Americans disapprove of pornography, abortion.
I wonder if this takes place in present day, or he's got like an older looking truck. Oh, okay. 1983, okay.
What's your favorite planet? Jupiter. Yeah, no doubt. Jupiter.
Jupiter's huge. I just saw an image of Earth next to Jupiter.
That changed my mind.
What?
Well, that Galactus.
I really like the color schemes throughout. Like there was like really dark blue scene, and then we saw kind of like the hits of red light come in. So yeah, and like even right now they're showing the sky with red and blue kind of swirled together. So I think visually this is going to be a really pretty movie, and like the color palette I think is going to be very vibrant, which I think is great. Yeah, and I really like the cinematography so far. Like, I'm really excited too. I'm gonna have to look up this director and watch some more of his films. Because yeah, I'm really enjoying it so far. I think Cage is gonna do well in this one. Maybe not as a character, but like a performance, he'll do well. Why does he look so sad? What's going on? Is she gonna be a ghost? This is gonna be sad already. Oh, why her eyes? Oh God, what's happening? Why her one eye looks like it's black? What? A baby deer?
It was a bunch of baby starlings.
That's awful.
And he told us that he was going to show us how to kill them.
Yikes. Trauma. Childhood traumas.
And he lifted the crowbar up real high. And then brought it down real hard on the little baby bird.
What a jerk. And even as she's telling the story, the scene's getting darker and darker and darker, like the light source is getting smaller. Seekers of the Serpent Eye. Is that a real book?
A ghostly emerald light.
It's giving me like Donnie Darko vibes right now. Ugh.
An eternal.
Just like the overlaid voice is reminding me of like Frank from Donnie Darko. It seems like they're in a pretty remote area, so I'm guessing whoever is driving out there is somebody they know or somebody who's lost, maybe? Oh, it's definitely creeping me out, this movie. And she's reminding me of, she kind of looks like Shelley Duvall from The Shining. Okay, a different chapter. Children of the New Dawn. The first one was about the mountains. Okay.
No.
Are these people in a cult or something?
Everything you do is wrong.
Well, that's incredibly rude and probably inaccurate.
Do you hear me?
Yes, Jeremiah, I hear you.
Yes, Jeremiah. I hear you.
This guy sucks. Ugh.
If you are not with me, you will not ascend.
Okay, yeah, I definitely feel like they're part of a cult.
Please.
And he's their leader, I'm guessing. Jeremiah is also a very biblical name.
And go fetch me Brother Swan.
Okay.
Swan.
He's possessed?
Of course.
Okay, so he says he feels a connection to the girl that we saw on the side of the highway, which was Nicolas Cage's girlfriend or partner. I don't think they've said their character names yet so far, unless I missed it, but I don't remember them saying their names out loud. Yeah, so he's going to try and track her down now, I guess, because this Jeremiah fellow wants to meet her.
I guess you live around here. Yeah, we live just down near Crystal Lake.
Haha! Camp Crystal Lake? Okay. Yeah, and this horn that they have in their little group, I don't know if it's actually a cult yet. It sounds very cult-like, but I'm not sure what the significance of the horn is. He summoned this like ATV motorcycle gang with that horn? Oh my. Ugh. Ah! Pinhead? Is that you? Are they human? I'm Bane. Oh gosh. It's like a mix of like Freddy's glove and like vampire talons. Oh. I'm gonna make the assumption that these guys are demons. Judging from every horror movie I've seen so far. That looked like a jar of blood? Must have been a long ride. He's pretty thirsty. Goo. What movie are they watching? Comment below and let me know. Okay, so they've summoned these demons and want to do some kind of trade with them or work something out. I don't know, but that looks super creepy. Okay, just loitering in the woods. Cool, 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 cool. Okay, so I'm guessing they've been sent to collect that girl. Nicolas Cage's lady friend. Oh gosh. It's definitely giving me Hellraiser vibes. And the flickering lights and you only being able to see like every third or fourth frame is definitely making it creepier. Oh. Oh god. Oh no. Oh. Yeah, that doesn't look good. Okay, so they've kidnapped both of them, it looks like.
Those scary men are gone now.
I don't believe it. Oh, why? What? Just because she walked past their van and this guy saw her and now he has to have her because he thinks that's how things work?
Open. Very good.
What was that? Why are they putting weird stuff in her eyes? I thought they were gonna cut her eyeball and I'm just like, I don't know that I would have been able to continue. Ugh. This is also a nightmare. I'm sorry, what? What are we doing here? They're putting this like scorpion thing. What is this? I don't know. Oh my god, what was that? Why did it just sting her?
I like to call that the cherry on top.
You would like to do that, you sicko. Oh god.
It's all but a beautiful dream.
No, this is reality, lady. I don't know what planet you're on.
He's having right now.
Well, his dream is inflicting pain on people in real life. Did that stinger have some kind of hallucinogenics in it? She looks like she's now out of it. It could be shock, but did they drug her or something? It seems to be more focused on Nicolas Cage's partner and less on Nicolas Cage, but maybe that'll change along. But I really enjoyed his performance so far. I haven't seen him in a ton of movies where he's like in a relationship. He's usually just action movies. Yeah, and like the fog and like the like distortion over the camera makes it obviously trying to capture how she would be feeling at this moment, I imagine.
On the road the other day, you called out to me.
In what way, sir? In what way?
Silently.
That doesn't sound like calling out. It's the opposite.
Look at me!
Is he just wearing a house coat?
What do you see?
I see a man in a house coat spouting nonsense.
Express that love in many ways, but
Many violent ways, it would appear.
one of those ways is music.
Is he gonna listen to the record backwards? Is this a real song? Oh, is it like their cult theme song?
Recognize a golden, radiant light even as it was cast right down upon them.
Oh, he's a cult leader fallen from grace. Okay.
For having been denied all that was rightfully mine, he graced me with his light.
Which he are we referring to?
It flowed over me like the pulse of a timeless wave.
Whoa! What? Her image?
Pure heat.
What? They like overlaid like his face with her face? Ah! Oh, they do look similar. Oh gosh. That was so weird.
To go out into this world and take what is so very much mine.
Sounds like he's just an entitled brat.
All of it. Mine.
He obviously didn't learn sharing in kindergarten.
I've been blessed to know the comfort of many women.
Have you now?
There are few that have had your radiance.
I'm sure you say that to all the girls.
You're a special one, Mandy.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Her name is Mandy? Oh my. I don't think he's going to respond well to being laughed at while he's standing there naked. Oh, this is going to go badly very fast. Bye, Mandy. That was such an awkward, there was a lot happening there. Ha 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 ha. Cage, no! He's like a schizophrenic, like he's got voices in his head. I don't know if it's that or if he's like, if they've gone for like full-blown possession. I'm not too sure, but he's got some struggles.
In love?
Yeah, I'm pretty convinced they like each other, yeah. He's gonna play Russian roulette with his lady friend. What a twisted person. Ah.
Now show him how much you love me.
This isn't love, this is the very opposite. I hated that. That was awful.
Take a good look, you worthless piece of human excrement.
I think you should look in a mirror there, bud, and think about what you're doing.
Tainted blade of the pale night, straight from the abyssal lair.
None of that sounds real. Sounds like it should be in He-Man or something.
Pigs, born without souls.
That's how he views humans. I've noticed the color green is associated a lot in horror movies with demons, and like there'll be like a green glow or a green light.
Reminder of that.
Oh God. Poor Cage. Yeah, and I guess we can assume that Mandy is no longer after she laughed at him. Oh gosh. They just strung up Mandy, or what I'm assuming is Mandy, right in front of him. And now they're gonna burn her. Oh God, poor Cage. Not enough therapy in the world is gonna help him after this. And they really liked her. I felt like they really liked each other, you know? It seemed genuine. Is Cage gonna go full rage, like 1,000,000% after this because they killed his lady? The thing he cared about most? And just go on a spree and just give him all the chops? My heart. Yeah, and like the silent screaming, like, or it's not silent, but the audience is denied hearing him scream. What evil torture like this is, I couldn't imagine. This is just so awful. I'm really enjoying the movie, but this is effed. And I like that they're taking the time to make, like, some of the shots are a lot slower. They're setting up the pace. Like, you can really feel like you get to know the characters. Also feel like he'd be dead at this point. Like, I feel like he would have bled out by now. He's like, I'm gonna remember every single detail about your vehicles, about what you look like, so that I can seek my revenge, basically. This tiger shirt, though, he's really getting a lot of... This is for his upcoming Tiger King role, which I'm very excited about. They tied him with like barbed wire or something. Yep. Jeez. Oh. Just go slowly, go very slowly. Be careful. That image is probably going to keep him up late at night. Yep. Cage, I can send you my favorite nightlight if you need it. He's like, I wish I slept in pants now. And also gloves, maybe. A cheddar goblin. He'll come after my cheese and rice? Ah? Also, the commercial just had a goblin throwing up cheese on kids' heads. The 80s were a crazy time. Is this real? Was this a real commercial? I'm guessing not. Oh, okay, they're showing she was drawing earlier. I'm guessing this is an animated version of her drawing. I don't know if Nick Cage Mandy cosplay is very popular, but... Oh god, yep. Yep. This bathroom is... It's a lot of things going on. Is it carpeted? And then it looks like carpets on carpets. Yep. Drink away those feelings, Cage. Drink away the rage. Yeah. Yep. I love when they use vodka in movies because it's clearly just water. Yeah. Yeah. Cage rage mode activated. Yeah. But sad Cage rage. Oh, he's fueled. He's fueled by sadness. Oh, drinking on the toilet. Oh. This has all been one shot too. Like, he's just been conveying all these emotions in his Cage rage fueled bender in the bathroom. Bathroom benders with Cage. Maybe, I don't know. Could be something there. Cage rage mode! Okay, so I think we're gonna switch from being like kind of this surrealistic dream couple in the woods storyline to Cage rage murder rampage.
So what you gonna do with that thing? We're going home.
Yeah, that's one way to put it.
First it was stories from the interstate. Leaving truckers for dead, prostitutes vanishing, bikes.
Okay, so they've been doing this for a while.
That ran courier for a manufacturer of LSD. Took a disliking to them and cooked them up a special batch.
Uh-oh.
And they have never been right in their head since.
Okay, so this group had a bad batch of LSD one time, or like the LSD was spiked with something or poisoned them and it altered their brain chemistry forever. Which might be why Jeremiah is having some kind of hallucinations or talking to things that aren't there. Blacksmithing cage. Okay, okay. I'm here for it. Oh my. He's like, now I'm ready. Now I'm ready for Cage rage. I've built myself this perfect weapon. Yep, okay, the last chapter, Mandy. So the first chapter was like her story, Mandy's story, basically, of being in this cabin with her husband and just living their life. The second chapter was focused on the cult with Jeremiah and learning a little bit about them. Now this third, the last act, seems to be about Nick Cage, which I still don't know if they've said his name. Yeah, he's gone. Like, he's 1000% Cage rage mode. Oh, he's not gonna stop. Nope. He cares about nothing right now. Yeah, exactly. Oh gosh. Yeah, so he crashed his van and now they've tied him back up again. Oh, no. I feel like he's gonna bonk him with this pipe.
You're a vicious snowflake.
That's one way to put it, yeah, a vicious snowflake. Oh yeah, there's the bonk. Saw it coming. Yep, double bonks. Oh, all three of these demon, biker, whatever they are, things live together. Oh gosh. And he caught this one with his pants down. Oh. Oh my god. Oh my god, it's in his mouth. It's all in his mouth. I gotta do that. Oh god, his teeth. Oh god, I hated that. It's just buckets of blood just gushed into Nick Cage's face. Oh, I had bonks. Oh! Cage looked like he enjoyed that one. It's just these crazy wide eyes and... Isn't that what he made? I thought these were the weapons he already had. What is that? Ah! Is that the face melting acid he just tasted? And they have a giant jar of it? Oh, they're not going to be on this planet for a long time. Oh, God. Oh, yeah, bye. He's just standing there, pulled an arrow out of his own neck. Watching this car burn. Must be some powerful drugs. Oh, right in the neck. Oh. Is that what that part of the weapon's for? Oh, now you're burning, sir. Well, that's gonna haunt my dreams forever. Make it stop. And he decapitated him. He was taunting him. Chanting "she burns" while he's literally on fire. Are those LSD tablets I'm guessing he's making? And the music has been very like 80s synth electronic, like that kind of style music, which I think works really well.
It's cool, man.
It's in no way cool, man. You're not my buddy, pal. I'm not your friend, guy. Whoa, I like that. Oh, he's got a tiger in a cage. Come on.
That's Lizzie. When she's calm, I know it's good.
He feeds the tiger the drugs. I hate that. I hate that so very much. He just set a trap for their van. Nope. Ah!
You're hurting me.
No, I think that's the point. Yeah. Run, Lucy, run.
She burned right, Mandy.
Oh, in his mouth. I feel like that would be the slowest way to... Yeah. Oh, God. So much blood in the mouth in this video. Gah. Oh, the gurgling sounds. Oh, God. I feel like, yeah, that would be a slow way to, like... Of all the places to... Oh, God. Gah. Okay, maybe he sees her as like a victim of this whole thing too, considering they had a gun pointed to her head. Just casually washing his car. Wax on, wax off, young grasshopper. Oh, God, the ultimate bonk. They got him. He bonked him and he wasn't even standing in the same room as him. That's the axe throwing sound. Oh, a chainsaw? How convenient. He's like, I'll just put my axe here and upgrade to this chainsaw. I mean, you want the element of surprise because it's quite loud, but it'll get the job done, I'm sure. And for like a story that could have been told in a completely like flat and just without using the stylistic color and without using the stylistic lighting and the animations of her paintings, like this could have been just an average movie. Oh my God. He's like, you think you got a big chainsaw? Let me show you my chainsaw. The battle of the chainsaws. Dun, 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 dun. A chainsaw battle? Are you kidding me? Yes. Yes. This is amazing. Oh! Who needs swords or knives or axes when you've got chainsaws? Oh, God. That's a gusher. head bonks. Oh! Yeah, Cage is faster because this isn't as large. It's not over yet there, bud. Oh, he's going for his Ghost Rider roots. He's getting the chains back. Okay. I whip my chains back and forth. I whip my chains back and forth. Oh! And goodbye. He fell on the chainsaw, and it's like mixing up his insides. Oh, God. And I love like the symmetry, like of just been walking through the beams, how they're all like all these symmetrical lines. Like visually, it's very stunning. I also don't think I've seen a Nick Cage horror movie before. I mean, some of them have been scary in a different way, but I'm honestly really enjoying this one. It's deeply disturbing, but I'm into it. It's gonna be the final showdown, him and Jeremiah. Every time I say his name, all I can think of is Jeremiah was a bullfrog. And Lucy in the Sky of Diamonds, LSD. Okay, I'm putting it together. I'm picking up the pieces. He's like, well, you killed my lover, so I don't really want to hear about yours. He threw down the head of that lady. Oh, God. Yep. Yep. Oh, God. Revenge is strong with this one. He's like, you know, before this I was just a mild-mannered, you know, lumberjack.
Please don't hurt me.
You're not so brave anymore.
I'll blow you, man. I'll set it.
I don't think that's what this is about. Nope. Is he crushing his skull with his bare hand? Oh, God. That did seem to provide some relief. Oh, God. I don't even know if a human being can do that. Can you literally squish someone's skull so hard their eyes pop out? Bye. Oh, God. Just in his two hands. He just went. I mean, they did ruin his favorite shirt also. Well, it wouldn't be fitting if he didn't end it with fire in some way. That kind of reminds me of Midsummer, when they have that final scene at the end. If you haven't seen that, it is a lot. What was he thinking, like the night they met? This like maniacal smile, because in his mind he can still kind of see her with him. Oh. Okay, interesting. That last shot made it look like they weren't even on Earth or something with like the background. So that was my first time watching the 2018 Nicolas Cage film Mandy, and I really enjoyed it. I think it might be one of my favorite Nicolas Cage movies that I've seen so far. I thought his performance was great. He didn't have a ton of lines, but I think this role was more about conveying emotion and feeling, which is something he's in that specific niche he's really good at. So I think he knocked it out of the park. I fully believed he was this character. He had a lot of cage rage moments, which were fueled by the death of his wife. I believe they said they were married. I don't know the character's name. I don't know if they actually said Nicolas Cage's character name. Comment below and let me know. Maybe I missed it, but they even only said her, Mandy's name once, and obviously that being the title of the film as well. But definitely some themes throughout this movie that I saw were spirituality and religion, and kind of even at that end when Nicolas Cage has that line about mystics and psychosis, basically, like there's a line between, you know, being spiritual and being psychotic, basically, and I feel like this cult leader was pushing more towards the psychotic side of things. And there was even like several other spiritual references, like serpent serpents were mentioned. There's a radio message early on in the film that Nicolas Cage quickly shuts off the message about how people's spiritual beliefs have shifted. There was the baby deer or baby lamb or whatever that she saw in the forest. And the cult lived by Spirit River. And then Nicolas Cage and Mandy lived by Crystal Lake. And I really like the Friday the 13th reference, as Jason and Crystal Lake, obviously that's where the story takes place. But I really enjoyed this film. The whole movie took place over 2 or 3 days. It wasn't a huge timeline, limited cast, limited locations, but again, you don't need to have this huge ensemble cast to tell a compelling story or an interesting story. The storyline was pretty basic. It was a revenge story. This cult comes to town, basically sees Mandy and decides that, oh, I like her, she must be mine, and then proceeds to try and take her. And when she rejects this cult leader, he loses his mind basically and decides to kill her in a very, very horrific way. And then Nicolas Cage goes on a revenge streak. But what made it not just a simple story was that they added in all these extra elements, and I really think Nick Cage's portrayal of this character brought that to life. Like, you really felt like he was in pain, you really felt like he was hurting, that this meant the world to him and now it was taken away from him. The use of color was obviously great, like the reds, and every time there was like I don't want to say a bedroom scene, every time there was like a calmer scene where they're like talking in the bedroom about their favorite planets and this stuff, it was more of a blue light. And then obviously when things were going crazy and violence and chaos, there was the red light. And Nicolas Cage in one line says, oh, you ruined my favorite shirt. And then when he does the flashback at the end of the film to what I'm assuming is the day he met Mandy, he's wearing that same shirt, so you could see the significance of that shirt to him. And it's just like adding salt to the wound of the torture and just the mental torment and the physical torment they've put him through as well, of watching his wife burn basically and just leaving him out there to die. I still think that knife wound, he probably wouldn't have made it, but then the movie would be over. But so I'm glad he stays alive, he seeks this revenge and just goes on this rampage basically. And I like that it was broken up into chapters like a book. So you have your first act where you find out about Mandy and Nicolas Cage and kind of their life. And then it goes into the side of the cults and the cult leader and their story, and then picks up with Nicolas Cage's revenge story for the last third act of the film. I wasn't expecting cults to be involved. Drugs were also heavily involved. They mentioned LSD frequently, and the only cult member that actually survived this attack was named Lucy. LSD, Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds, I think that correlation fits in perfectly. And Nick Cage had the opportunity to kill her, but I think he saw her also as a victim. That's how I perceived it anyway, is that she didn't seem like, even though she was there when they killed Mandy and that horrible night, she didn't seem like she was participating. She felt like she was kind of just trapped. And even when Jeremiah forces her to the ground and puts a gun to her head basically and like does the Russian roulette thing, like I think he could tell that she didn't want to be there, and he kind of lets her go because he's got other things on his mind basically. My favorite scene throughout the whole movie was that chainsaw fight. That was insane. And I really also liked like the quiet moments when it was just Nicolas Cage and Mandy talking about their favorite planets and just having these really sweet like couple moments I thought were really great as well. But a chainsaw fight, I mean, I don't know how many times, I haven't seen a chainsaw fight very often in movies. It did kind of remind me of Evil Dead when Ash has the chainsaw arm. This film has kind of changed my perception of Nicolas Cage a little bit. Like, he's obviously done revenge stories and stuff like that and action movies. This was the first horror movie that I've seen him in, and I think the storyline was a bit stronger and a bit deeper than what he usually portrays, and I felt like that was helped by the lighting and the color palette and all these cool dreamlike elements that I think just really made you feel like the audience was there and just really helped to tell that story completely and made a more rounded story. Even the scene when Mandy first gets kidnapped and they've got it kind of blurred and like all the lines are kind of moving like this and waving and just this really distorted look. Heavy uses of fog throughout the movie as well to make you feel like, okay, what's going on? What's happening over there? I can't see clearly. So just really well done. And I don't think they had to add it in those things. I'm glad they did, but I think a lot of movies don't think that in depth or that artistically, and they just want to make a simple storyline and get it done. Whereas this, I like movies where they take the time to think about the lighting and think about the color palette. And Nicolas Cage basically had on 2 or 3 outfits for the entire movie, but that's not, and one of them was the shirt that was favorite shirt, and that has a meaning to him as well. So I like movies that focus on story and how to tell that story to the best of their ability and what elements they can use to convey that, like the animated paintings after Mandy died, and the use of color and lighting, and just even the camera techniques when they're out on the lake, which I'm assuming was Crystal Lake. I really like the director's spin on this and his artistic direction. I think it's going to be one I'm going to be thinking about for the next little while, and reviewing the layers and all the different themes and symbolism throughout this film. But thank you so much for sharing in this first time watching with me. If you have any other suggestions for Nicolas Cage movies you think I should watch, please comment below. And as always, please like, comment, and subscribe to this channel, and check back often for more awesome content. Also, the commercial just had a goblin throwing up cheese on kids' heads.
Okay.
A vicious snowflake. Oh, they're not going to be on this planet for a long time. Well, that's going to haunt my dreams forever. Is when you've got chainsaws. Oh, God. That's a gusher.